In this video, we'll do Pycharm installation with step-by-step process. Let's first download the Pycharm. You can just search it on Google, write down a Pycharm. You'll find it out. The website is a JetBrains. JetBrains is a company which providing the Pycharm software. Yeah, we can say that ideally. You just accept all or you can deny it. Scroll down. You'll find it out here. The download option is also available, but don't download it. We have to download the community version. We don't need to download the professional version because it's not a free. It available for 30 days only. So our target is to download the community version only, free version. Scroll down. The companies are preferring the professional version. So when you enter in the company, so the structure, we can say the GUI, the quite similar. Let me first click on a download. Okay, it's asking that 30 days trial. No, go down. This one, free and free build on open source. Just click on it. Your downloading process will start. Yes, it's started. Depend on your internet speed. It's taking a time. So why I was saying that we don't need to download the professional version. It's not a free, first of all, and the second one is it's 30 days. Free is for 30 days only. If you enter in the company, if you are using the professional version, the GUI will be quite similar. So only thing is that the PyCharm is giving you the complete security because the companies start paying to the JetBrains company for that ideally. So here, just for learning purpose, we don't require the professional version. This community version is also enough for you. But still, if you want to explore, you can also download that one, and installation process will be the same as the community version. Let's first download and then we'll start the installation process. Hmm. Now it is completed. So still just taking a time. Okay. Okay, done. All right. Let's go to that particular location where the PyCharm is available. The installation process is quite easy. Just double click on it. I'll tell you the step-by-step process. How can we do the environment setup as well? So click run environment setup in the sense your Python, how we can connect with the PyCharm. Okay. It asking the permission because you are using the external software. So you have to give the permission, click yes and click next. So it's asking the location. If you want to change, you can, but I suggest you don't change anything. Click next. You don't need to change anything. Just JetBrains, yes, by default is selected, install. So PyCharm, after completing the installation, so the main challenge is that to set up the Python, make sure that you should have install a Python. That can be Python or Anaconda. That can be anything. Any Python should be available in a backend because PyCharm is providing you the just ideally it is required any Python environment so that we can run the program. Okay. So if you not install a Python, you can just refer the installation playlist. You'll find it out the Python and install it, or else you can also install the Anaconda. Anything is okay, but make sure that you should have a Python. Let's wait for that. Let's first install the PyCharm, and after that, I'll tell you how we can connect the Python. It is almost done. And if your PC is taking more time, that means your system configuration is a little bit low. Depend on your system configuration, depend on your RAM, it's taking a time because installation is totally depend on the RAM. Okay, now it's done. Click finish. So your Pycharm is completely installed. So let's open the Pycharm and do the Python setup. Click on Windows. Pycharm is recommending here because recently we added here, or else you can directly search the Pycharm. Okay, Pycharm Community Edition. Double click on it. Let's open. Okay. So it's asking that do you want to connect with Visual Studio Code, because I have Visual Studio. That is the reason it's asking. Let's skip it now. Okay. All right. So yes, it's the first time for me. I'm opening the Pycharm because I just installed. So first time for you as well. So you can click on a new project and decide the location. Okay, where you want to open the Python project. I want to open my Python project in the D drive. Okay, you can also decide the location. So D drive in recurrent learning, I can select Python folder. So you can also select one particular location. I selected there. Okay, so for me, it's showing the multiple environment. So for me, it's showing the Python environment. I'm showing the Conda environment as well because I have Anaconda as well. So for you, uh, just better to select any Python environment. It will be better. And is asking that do you have the multiple environment. So yes, I have a two Python environment is there, Python 3.11, 3.12. So anything you can select, but better to whatever Pycharm is recommended to you, better we go with that. So I will go with the Python 3.12. Okay, which I downloaded. So create now. So it will be creating the virtual environment for a Pycharm with connecting with the Python. So it's taking a little bit time because it's connecting with Python. So it's almost done, I think. Yes. So I choose the location. So in that location, some files was already present. Okay, some external libraries and something was present in that particular location. Okay, in the Python project, let me just create one Python file. Let's delete it. Just right click on it, new option. Okay, new option. You'll find it out the Python file. So whichever you want, you can just create a Jupyter notebook. You can create a Python, JavaScript, anything. But obviously, we have to go with a Python. Just click on a Python and write down a Python name is a temp. Any Python file name. Click enter. Okay, my file is created. So I'll write down print hello world. Okay, so here is the option to run it, but the first time you always run with the okay, here option is not presenting. Now here option is showing that here's a run option, run temp file. Okay, or else you can just run, click on it. It's asking the options like temp. So here I got the hello world. So your Python is properly connected. So in case if you're facing the issues like your Python is not able to connect it with the Pycharm, this kind of issue is facing when you have the multiple environment and Python, Anaconda, multiple things is there. That time we are facing the environmental issues. If you have that kind of issue, you can write down in a comment.